Good morning to you, Richard. I was going through the newspapers there. All the signs seem to be that from midnight tomorrow, Dublin will enter level 3 restrictions. Would businesses be nervous about this?
Well, anytime that there's any kind of talk, we notice the impact almost immediately on footfall. So last week, the footfall was at 63% of what it was in 2019. But even just the talk of the increase in the virus circulation impacted. So despite the good weather last week, the footfall fell. So we would expect that as we enter level 3, which I think is going to happen based on all of the reports, we will see a further reduction in our footfall. And the footfall primarily declines very sharply at about 6 o'clock in the evening. So it's the hospitality businesses that are feeling it most. So I suppose from our perspective, we're looking at this. We know that something needs to be done. The virus incidence is increasing. But I suppose we're saying let's be strategic about this. We need an economy. We need a vibrant Dublin city centre to attract FDI in the longer term, and we need to sustain employment for after there is a resolution to COVID. So we need to be quite strategic. And the virus is circulating in the suburbs. It's circulating from people's homes, and I think that's where we need to concentrate our efforts, and particularly speak to the young people who are perhaps not as aware of the implications for not just themselves, their families, but also the economy that they're going to be working in.
Do I take Richard from what you're saying that you think the hospitality sector, the likes of restaurants and indeed shops, do you think they're safer than homes?
Yeah, well, look, certainly we're getting no feedback of that the virus is emanating from business premises. NPHET aren't saying that. And indeed, if you go to a restaurant, you give your details. So I think if there was outbreaks or there was a need to speak to somebody afterwards, we'd see that circulating on social media, and we're not. So I think all the signs are that within the business premises in Dublin city centre, that's not where transmission is taking place.